Hey all, Hiba here. Welcome back to the channel, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Today we're diving into the potential of Stray and why a follow-up could be even better than the original. I mean, Stray took the gaming world by storm with its very unique premise, stunning world design and the heartwarming story. So how could a sequel take things to the next level? Stick around and find out. So first things first, let's talk about why Stray captured the hearts of so many gamers. I mean, it wasn't just the novelty of playing as a cat, although of course that is a huge draw. It's the fact that the game combines emotional depth, engaging gameplay, and a beautifully crafted dystopian world. The moment you step into the shoes of this little feline, you're not just having to navigate levels, you're exploring a detailed cyberpunk world teeming with mystery. The city, the robots, the underground society, everything feels alive and filled with hidden stories. The world isn't just a backdrop, it's a character in itself. And that's what sets Stray apart from other games. It just makes you feel like you're living in a world with depth, although you're just a cat running around, really. And let's not forget about the emotional connection you build with the cat. The game's quiet moments of connection with other characters show how powerful this very, very simple concept can actually be. Now, let's talk about the future of Stray, right? In a world so rich in detail and character, that connects emotionally, there's so much untapped potential in a sequel, there really is. And I'm not just talking about more cat gameplay, although, let's be real, who doesn't want any more of that? The story and the world building could be expanded in so many exciting ways, if you ask me anyway. One key element of the first game was the relationship between the cat and its companion, the little robot B12. The bond they form over the course of the game is sweet and heartwarming, but it also leaves us with questions like what happened to the people who once lived in the city? What other mysteries are hidden beneath the surface? A sequel could take us beyond the initial cityscape. Imagine exploring the ruins of the outside world, maybe even venturing into different biomes or areas previously unexplored. The possibilities for new environments are pretty much endless, right? We could see abandoned suburbs, thriving underground communities, or even a journey to find other cities that escaped the cybernetic collapse. Gameplay-wise, a sequel could expand on everything we loved about the first game. One of the standout features in Stray was the fluid parkour and stealth mechanics, right? The way the cat could slip between tight spaces, jump over obstacles, and outwit enemies was really satisfying. However, the game's combat could definitely be refined. The stealth and puzzle solving was great, not too hard, but great, but combat with the Zergs always felt limited. A sequel could introduce more dynamic combat mechanics, or perhaps remove the combat totally. Perhaps new gadgets for our feline friend, or even new ways to interact with the environment to fend off enemies. And speaking of gadgets, B12 was a useful ally, but imagine if this companion could be upgraded with new tech, giving you more ways to interact with the world, maybe new abilities that could manipulate the environment, or help you solve even more complex puzzles. Now, speaking of robots, one of the most fascinating aspects of Stray is the robots. While you, as the player, are a cat, it's the robots that really make the world feel alive. I mean, each robot has its own unique personality and of course its own look, from the friendly NPCs you meet on your journey to the more mysterious and often unsettling ones lurking in the shadows. B12, your robot companion, is more than just a tool, it is an emotional anchor, helping you understand the world around you while providing the game's backstory. There's an innate sense of mystery surrounding these robots. I mean, who created them? Why are there so many different ones? And why are they so different from humans? And what was their purpose before humanity vanished? A sequel could further explore these robots' stories. Are there factions among them? Could some robots have developed their own personalities or even ideologies over time? Imagine a scenario where some robots want to help you, while others might see you as a threat, or even consider you as a relic from a bygone era. Much like the ruins you explore, really. One of Stray's most brilliant features, and really the thing that will make this game into a franchise on its own, in my opinion, is its brilliant world design. The environment is not just a backdrop, it is a character in itself. The city and the environments, they just feel like a living, breathing entity that tells its own story, very subtle of course. You're not just walking through a series of disconnected levels, you are experiencing a world with layers of, history, life, and also decay. All the way from the towering skyscrapers to the decaying alleys, the city feels full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. The juxtaposition of the vibrant neon signs, the cluttered streets, and the rusting infrastructure speaks volumes about what once was and what's left behind. And it's not just the city above ground. Beneath the surface, you discover entire new layers, right? The sewers, the lower levels, these are dark, eerie places where danger lurks and where the remnants of old tech and machinery might function still in, strange ways. In a Stray sequel, the environment could become even more dynamic. So imagine if the world changed in response to your actions. Areas could evolve based on your choices or progress, leading to new challenges and opportunities, of course. The sense of exploration would feel even more immersive as you see the world react to your presence. The environments themselves could be a key storytelling element. Perhaps you could uncover old data terminals, revealing the story of the city's fall, or discovering hidden outposts where robots try to preserve human knowledge and culture. Each environment could carry pieces of that history, giving you more context as you explore. So what's brilliant about the city in Stray is that it is not static. It changes, it's alive, and as a player you can feel that energy. And if a sequel builds on this, we could see even more variation in environments, maybe even entire districts or cities outside the original, each with their own personality. So building on that, the sequel could introduce new ways to interact with the environment as well. We saw in the first game how important it was to navigate the verticality of the city, but imagine if that got even more intricate with new parkour mechanics, even more climbable surfaces, or areas that change over time or surfaces that change. We could see more open spaces like vast forests or ruined towns or perhaps even deserts, where nature has started to reclaim the area, or maybe a whole new ecosystem. Think jungles or deserts where the cat has to adapt to new kinds of terrain. Each new environment could offer new challenges and experiences, of course. And of course, more gadgets, more environmental puzzles, and harder puzzles. The world in Stray has the potential to evolve from just a place to explore into an integral part of the gameplay, just as much a character as B12 or the robots. So whether it's exploring the robot's deeper stories or diving even further into the city's role as a living, breathing character, Stray's sequel could build on everything that made the first game great. The world has so much to offer really, and with even deeper exploration, storytelling, puzzles, and a follow-up could push the boundaries of what we expect from exploration and emotional depth in games. So what's your take? How would you like to see the robots or the environment involved in Stray's sequel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with fellow Stray fans. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.